to my channel. My name is Felicia. For those of you that are stopping in for the very first time, welcome, and I'm so thankful to have you here today. Please leave a comment below and introduce yourself so I can leave you a formal greeting. Well, guys, I'm so excited to continue decorating in my kitchen for the summer 2021 season. And we are going to be refreshing my hot cocoa bar. Yes, I've decided that I am going to keep my hot cocoa bar up, and I'm going to keep it up as long as I can. Because, sometimes you have those people that come in and they want a little coffee or a little this and that, and it has been a hit in my home. So before we begin decorating, I'm going to share with you all the items that I'm going to be using. So let's get started. Okay, you guys, let's run through my supply list very quickly. And as you can see, I'm going to start with this adorable, whimsical little piece here, which is a beehive, as you can see. Let me slip that back just a little bit. And this is going to be my inspiration piece in my hot cocoa bar station or coffee bar station. And I said that I wanted to include some bees and lemons and sunflowers in my kitchen decor this year. And I found this adorable little beehive. I was going to attempt to make one, but for the price that I purchased this one, I decided against it. So I like the soft, delicate yellow and the very whimsical bees that are throughout. So I am going to be using that as my theme piece. I'm also going to be using this mug. You have to have some mugs on your coffee bar station, whatever. This is going to be one that I am going to be using, and I love the saying, and you're very familiar with that saying, squeeze today. And it has a yellow center on the inside. Isn't that lovely? And I found this at my local Dollar General, and I shared that in a previous haul, and I think it was only $2.50. Now this little piece here, this was actually a thrift find, you guys. Look how beautiful this item is. I don't know why this was in the thrift store, but you know what? The old saying is, somebody's trash is your treasure. And I like the integral detail. Just look at the integral work that was on it. And I thought it was something very special about this. I think it's a canister of some sort or a cookie jar. And when I checked the bottom of it, guess where it came from? Hobby Lobby. So you can just remove this top. As you can see, it's green on the top. And this is the opening. And this was the stamp here. It came from the spring collection, Hobby Lobby. Look at that. So I'm going to use this to put my K-pods in there. And because I don't like the K-pods to be out, I like them to be kind of hidden. And I am also going to be using this little canister here. I've already added a little greenery to this. I'm also going to be using this piece here, my little miniature picture. I love to decorate with these. Matter of fact, I've developed a small obsession and I'm beginning a small collection. I'm also going to be using some lemons here that I have right here. And I have a little white flower there. I'm also going to be using this wreath. Now this is where I'm going to get my sunflowers from. And I'm also introducing another color. And I debated about actually even using this because my undertones, I wanted to go with that light blue. But because it had the sunflowers on it and it just made that area pop, I went ahead and chose that as well. And I think this is actually a candle ring, but I'm not going to use it for a candle ring. I'm going to use it as a wreath. And I'm also going to be using this adorable little two-tier tray here. And I'll show you how I'm going to use that. And I think that's all the items that I'm going to be using. I have this little miniature stand that I'm going to be using as well. And of course, I have some canisters here with some little goodies in it. I have these little mason jar canisters that I purchased from TJ Maxx, and I have used them before, and I'm going to continue to use them. And I also have this little bench. Not sure if I'm going to actually use it, but we'll see. So with all that being said, let's get started decorating. Now, before we begin, I forgot to show you this item in my supply list that I gathered here. Isn't this adorable? It is a shape of hot coffee. And this is a recent purchase that I obtained from Hobby Lobby. And I am going to be using this on my hot cocoa bar. So let's get started. Okay, you guys, let's get started with decorating. Now, as you can see, I am starting with basically a blank slate. Everything has been cleaned and sanitized. So as you can see, I'm going to leave my white Keurig, and it is sitting on a marble cutting board, and I thought it made it a nice addition for it. And also, I am going to be using this two-tiered tray, and I've already put that in place. So we're just going to start adding in the items. So the first thing I'm going to do is I am going to go ahead and decorate this two-tiered tray. So let's get started. So I'm going to start adding my 3 canisters here to the bottom of this tiered tray. So I'm just going to go ahead and put those in, and I'll be right back. So now, as you can see, I have added in all 3 of my canisters, and during the summer I use less condiments and extra pieces, so I'm just going to keep it very simple. And we're going to come back to this 2-tiered tray in a minute. So let's keep on decorating. So the next thing I am going to add is I'm going to address this center section right here, and I'm just going to go ahead and add in this little beehive here, and I'm just going to place that right here in the center. And then I'm going to go ahead and add in this adorable mug. I'm going to go ahead and set this right here. And I'm also going to add this greenery here to the tiered tray. I'm just going to put it right here in the back, just like that. Okay. And I'm going to go ahead and add in these lemons with a little floral blossom here, just to give it a little visual interest. And I'm just going to kind of stick it right there because it's a very small tiered tray. So the base right here is larger than the top. So I really don't have anything else that I really want to add. So I'm just going to use the top as more for decor. Now, the next piece I'm going to add is I'm going to add this beautiful candle holder that I'm going to use it as a wreath. And I'm going to insert it right in there. So I will be right back. Okay, so as you can see, I have added in this wreath. That's what I'm going to use it as. And I'm also going to go ahead and add in this little glass piece. I'm going to go ahead and put it under this beehive here. I'm going to give it a little bit more height. So I'm just going to go ahead and add that in there, just like that. And so let's move on, shall we? Now I am going to go ahead and add this little piece next. And I am going to actually insert this right here on this hook. And I'll be right back. Stay tuned. All right, you guys, now I have added in my little coffee sign. I like this sign because it's different. It doesn't have any words, but it's like it's making an announcement to this bar. Like, this is the hot cocoa station, coffee bar. Come over, serve yourself. And I just like it. Okay. And so I am going to also add in some more greenery by adding my little picture here. And I think I want to add this right in this corner here. So I'm just going to set that right there. And I'm going to see how that works. I'm just going to slide that over. And I think there's something missing. I need to add something else there, so stay tuned. Okay, you guys, this is what I forgot to add, and so I'm gonna add this little canister here, and I'm just gonna move this greenery back some, and I'm gonna set my canister there, just like that. And I'm just gonna turn this so that my bird shows just like that. And then I'm gonna add my greenery back on the side just like that. And I think that we're coming close to the end of this video, and I'm gonna add this little pedestal stool here. I'm gonna let that act as a riser and give this a little bit more height. So I'm gonna make a few adjustments and I will be right back. Stay tuned. Okay, you guys, I've made my adjustments, and as you can see, I decided not to put this picture on a stand. I removed that, and I added in my little whimsical bench here. I haven't decided if I wanted to put something else on top of this bench, so I'm going to leave it just like that. But I think I am satisfied at the moment of what I've done to this hot cocoa bar / coffee station. So I'm going to give you one final look, and this is going to conclude my video for today. And before I go, I just want to thank you all for tuning in today. Thank you for those that are stopping in for the very first time. Please kindly subscribe, like, share, and leave a comment below. I would love to hear from you. And I want to wish all the mothers all across the world happy Mother's Day, and I hope you have a wonderful holiday season. So, until the next video, happy decorating. Bye-bye.